Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to the episode number 5 live stream watch party of Marvel's Hawkeye on Disney+. I am your resident superhero nerd and host of this show, series, whatever you want to call it, Aaron Waller. Thank you so much for joining me. It's finally, what is today? Wednesday. I keep forgetting what day it is all the time, so I never know what day it is. But it's finally Wednesday, which means it's finally time to watch Hawkeye. This is going into Spider-Man weekend, which I do have tickets for Friday night, super late, but it was the only time I could go. So, staying off of the internet to avoid not only spoilers for Spider-Man, avoiding spoilers for Hawkeye, especially when your job is kind of like centered around the internet, is extremely difficult. But this is one obstacle out of the way. We can watch this together on this watch party, and then we'll get that out of the way, and then we just have to avoid the internet for a couple more days, and then we can talk everything Spider-Man, which you know we're going to have a ton of videos on this channel. So make sure you like this video, this live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the Nerdgenic channel, and make sure you ring that bell down below so you don't miss out on any of it. There's going to be so much content. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet, but I know I'm going to have plenty to talk about for a while after this weekend. But that's not what this stream is about. This stream is about Hawkeye. I'm super excited for this episode. I even heard about this episode upcoming, I think it was after episode 2 or 3 when they said that episode number 5 would be breaking the internet. Now I have theories. I think we all have some theories. Whether they come true or not, we're gonna find out. But let's say hello to whoever's in the chat. We've got Sal over here. The episode's going to be very exciting. I am pumped. I cannot wait. I heard good things about it. I hope it lives up to that expectation. I'm pumped. I had my energy drink so I can be even more alert and see everything extra wide from my peripheral vision despite watching it right in front of me. But I'm super excited to see what this episode has in store. But if you are here with me live other than just Sal, make sure you let me know down in the, or I guess over in the live chat. I would love to hear from you. If you're here, if you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comment section down below. We'll keep in touch that way. I know sometimes people get busy, especially around the holiday season. It's a little bit hectic, I understand that, but let's try and get through this together, and I appreciate you whether you're here with me live or catching it on replay. Now, episode number 5 is titled Ronin, so I'm going to guess we're going to get more of a flashback to Hawkeye's time as Ronin, get a little bit more context as to what's happening, why the whole story with the Rolex and how that's going to interfere with whatever Hawkeye is protecting. Kate Bishop's going to have some type of conflict with that probably. I'm going to guess we're going to see a little bit more development because this is the episode before the finale. So we're talking about some big implications. This is going to have to set up a lot of stuff. In the last episode, we got Yelena Belova coming back as Black Widow. So that was super exciting. I hope we get to see more of her in this episode. Good evening to you, Sal. Nice to see you. So many, I hate to say expectations, but I'm pumped for it. I'm very excited for it, and I can't wait to see what it has going forward. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm just so excited. Camilla, thank you so much for joining. Hi, how are you? So if you are new to this live stream, this is how it's going to work. So right over here, let's make sure I did that right this time. I did. So right over here, we're going to have a timer. It's going to pop episode time code right there. So right over here, we're going to be having a timer which is going to sync up as close as possible. It's not a guarantee that will always be synced to the episode as we're watching it. So I'm going to press play. I'm going to give it a 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to press play, start the timer at the same time. You do the same on your device, whether you're watching it on your TV, tablet, with me on the phone, or however you do it. That's how we do it. So let's go ahead. I don't want to waste any more time, to be honest with you. I'm too excited. I want to get this out of the way. I want to talk about this big episode. So without further ado, I say we do it. Let's get into it. Let's 3, 2, 1, go it. Let's go ahead and get into episode number 5 of Hawkeye, titled Ronin. So here we go. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. I'm a little bit out of sync. And I'm in sync. We're good. Oh, we're getting some Black Widow backstory. Oh, that was Black Widow, or Natasha, I should say. Voiceover. Going back to 2018. All right, what's going on in 2018? Are we about to get a Natasha Romanoff? Oh, I was gonna say. Dang, they are going for it. Showtime. That's right, Sal. That's right. Oh, Anna, you're in trouble. I'm taking this as like a defected, not defected, but she left the organization maybe and doing her own thing, or oh, she's got that antidote, brainwash, whatever. So is this Yelena, I'm guessing, going around and just trying to heal everybody who is still in the field from the events of Black Widow? Huh. She has infiltrating. Ooh. Also, by the way, for whoever's watching live, let me know if the music's a little bit loud. I tried to bump it up. I noticed that in the past streams it wasn't very loud, so let me know if that's a good background level or not. What year did Black Widow take place in? I thought it was 2018. Okay, so I'm guessing Black Widow is obviously dead at this point, and she knows that. This is almost like the same exact like opening to... Oh. Oh, she got dusted! Oh ho! Yelena got dusted during the snap. I think it sounds fine. Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it. Oh, I almost said oh snap, which is a perfect segue to Sal and Archer on Nerd Affiliated, as well as with Anthony that do the snap, where they read basically, they snap a story from any movie. Make sure to check out that channel, Nerd Affiliated. Super awesome show with those guys. But this is very interesting. Oh, snap. Literally, like... Am I the only one, like, freaking out about this? I don't know why I thought they said that she was okay during the snap. So she doesn't know that Natasha is dead, or she does? I'm confused. Happy to plug the show. It worked all too well. I did too. That was a pretty sweet one. They've never done a transition like that. That was one of the best ones I've seen. Okay, so Natasha hasn't died yet. Well, she technically has died yet. Or she has died, but she wasn't around during that point. So now she would probably find out she's dead, find out her sister's dead, and then the events of the post-credit scene of Black Widow would be taking place. If I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or we're going to find out in a couple minutes after this intro. Man, that was great. Turn to exactly where you were dusted. Yeah, they actually said that before, I think, in a couple of movies. Like with Monica Rambeau, when she was dusted and then came back in the hospital. That's what happened with her. She came back in the same spot. So they do say that wherever you dusted from, that's where you come back to. Which, if you're on a plane, that's going to be super awkward. We're doing previously on. It's such a superhero thing. Go home, Kate. It's over. They did the whole hero voice and everything. When are you going to tell us that the mom's up to something? Mom's up to something. I got a bad feeling about her. Wonder why she went back to this house and not to her own apartment with Lucky. Or even her aunt's apartment, where I think Lucky is. No, I think I'm a superhero. I thought I was a superhero. Her apartment's all burned out from the fire. You're right. I did forget about that. It would be so funny if she had to use the tiny bow in like the final fight, like at her house. I feel like that would be like the ultimate. Just imagine like Kate fighting like Jack Duquesne, like the swordsman. Like he's like coming at her with swords or something, and her only weapon left is the tiny little bow and arrow above her bed. Unless it's just a really big room, and then it's a normal sized bow, but I think a tiny bow would be hilarious. I feel like Kate's face gets cut up more and more each episode, but this is only happening like a couple of days, so she gets super healed and no one's questioning it. I am the Hawkeye. She already knows about it. She doesn't need to. She already knows about it. She immediately had a guilty face. Clint should draw his now, and when Kate poises up next to him, she draws the tiny bow Clint gives her. That would be great too. Whatever scenario happens that they need the tiny bow, that's my favorite. Yeah, like we've been telling you. This guy looks like Kit Harington to me. I know he probably looks drastically different, but he gives me Kit Harington vibes. Guys are gonna be pretty mad when you find out the truth. I feel like those firefighters cleaned the place up pretty well. Oh, maybe not. I was like, it's not as fire damage as I thought. It's pretty fire damage. Oh, snap. Did she throw sriracha? This is gonna be great, whatever happens here. I feel like she got an extra Russian accent since the last time we saw her. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is gonna be like the greatest Marvel team up in a long time. Her hands are the weapons. She sounds like Gru. Yeah, Gru Sal, putting it on pretty thick. Is this gonna be like the Korg and Thor relationship, or like something with Rocket, like where it's just a constant back and forth between them? If it is, I'm down, but it's gonna be hilarious. The fact that we just use a Charlie Brown song in a Marvel property, chef's kiss. I love it. It's amazing. Did he go to the cop's house, the LARPer? Yep. If that doesn't end up being like a GIF, I don't know. Or that. New and improved Statue of Liberty. That's a Spider-Man No Way Home teaser. 100%. Because in that trailer, they are renovating the Statue of Liberty to be holding a Captain America shield. So, this is taking place after the events, supposedly, of Spider-Man No Way Home. Very odd question. space pizza or something. Hey, Nerd Affiliated, what's up? What's up? I feel like anybody Russian or like Italian mob have to say the full name type of thing. Because it's threatening. It's like when your mom uses your full name. It's like that. Maybe, yes. Awkward. Wait to hear your thoughts. I already have so many, sir. The only way she's gonna find out the truth is by talking to Clint. So, talk to Clint. It's gonna be a big emotional moment. Somebody's got to find out the truth at some point, right? I mean, like... I feel like that was kind of like a callback to when they talked about Natasha's ledger dripping with blood. Again, you don't know that. You were told a story by Val. So... about something that happened on a foreign planet. "10 minutes, a couple days, a week." There you go. Maybe yes, maybe no. We will see. Kind of frustrating, no? About her whole like single-minded focus. I mean, I guess from her perspective, obviously it makes sense. But because maybe we just, from an outsider's perspective, and we've seen the entire MCU, we know it's, I don't know, it's kind of frustrating that they're spending so much time on this. But it does help the character building, which this show has been good at. So I'll give it to them. I don't know. Oh, that was almost synced. It's like I wrote this show. I didn't. But Marvel, if you want to hit me up for some writing credits, hit me up. She's gonna. She did not just grappling hook out of this place. Oh my god, that was such a Batman world move. Did they just put, like, a Batman kind of move into the MCU? Holy. I don't know what to say about that. Put the grappling hook sound and everything. We're gonna save it for the finale. Obviously. We'll get the new suits in the finale. When we're back together again. When we team up against the big villain. Who is Kingpin? What is about to happen? Oh, that's interesting. Battle Memorial for the Senior. Very interesting. The Avengers first assembled. Kind of weird that they would out them all as individuals. I mean, they're mostly public figures at that point, but kind of odd that they would out them. I wonder if when he takes the hearing aid out, he kind of feels like he's talking to Natasha. Because he's kind of like stuck with his own thoughts and kind of blocking everything out. Kind of seems that way. That's a very interesting method. I think it's cool. Hoping you would have let me fall to my death, leaving my children fatherless. Gonna have to fight Yelena, I'm guessing. I feel like whenever I see characters, especially like superheroes, get injured anymore, all I think of is Deadpool. When he's like, seltzer water, lemon for blood. Sorry I bled on your garbage. I feel like I should just tell him, like, you know, get an ice pack and some ibuprofen. Tiny bow, tiny bow, tiny bow, tiny bow. Uh-oh. Is he gonna be like outside her door? She's gonna open the door and he's right there. Oh. Trust a bro. Again, top tier comedy in this series. Some of the best in the MCU. I'm just gonna say it. Although Korg has got to be like top shelf, like comedy in a Marvel property. And Louise from Ant-Man. Those got to be top. But this one's definitely got to be up there. It's a note. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. No, but he knows that you know how to get to Maya. Meant to say can't wait. I figured I knew what you meant. I'm not going to be home in time for Christmas, even though I am. Because it's the finale next week. Big guy. Big guy. Not exactly. I mean, just to give it all up and come home would have been perfect. What if she was like related to Kingpin or something? That's a little far-fetched, I know, but is he gonna get the mohawk too? I hope he shaves his head for the mohawk. Fat man used cars? Ladies and gentlemen, are we doing it? Yeah. Thought I said to come alone. I mean, could you guys be a little bit more obvious? At least the sniper guy was like hidden behind neon signs, but these guys are like blatantly standing in the middle of these parked cars. This is like Batman or Ninja Turtles vibes, 100%. The way that like they get swept up or like taken back or taken out, whatever. 100% Batman, Ninja Turtles, whatever you want to call it. Either one, that is exactly how they would do it. You think he would be like super silent to be able to take out all these guys and then just like quickly just pitter patter behind some cars? He's got to take off the mask. Come on, dude. Not sure why they decided to use that as a slow-mo. But okay, cool. I mean, it's a good thought, but odd choice of weapon. Come on. Quick check, quick weapons check. They gotta do like in, is that Clint? They gotta do like in Last Jedi, like he's gotta like retract it and then like spin and then just like make it go back out full size again. That would be like the coolest thing ever. The Ronin is Clint. I love the sign for monsters. This. Your boss. Kate to the rescue. He ninja vanished. Without a smoke pellet, he ninja vanished. Or Batman vanished, whatever you want to call it. Tracker. They're gonna use an Uber. They used an Uber. That's great. No. Does she think he knows something? Or does he know something? Ruh-roh. You've had like years to think about this, dude. Why didn't she ask this question years ago when her father was killed? Maybe started putting puzzle pieces together then? I mean, grief is obviously probably driving it, but... Yelena. Let's suit up. Go get them suits. Is that the arrow that she shot at? Echo? Well, we got a tail. Mama's got a tail. Feeling she's about to lose her, though. Mom's up to something. Anytime a character looks back when entering a building, 100% they're gonna be like dirty. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Mom's dirty. Mom's dirty. Say it. Say it. Sorry if I just blew that out. Yes! It is coming, baby. We already knew. White suit, everything. Let's go. Let's go. Interesting they're using the Grinch. The fact that Marvel was used the Peanuts song and the Grinch? Like, let's go. Ooh! Ah, that was a pretty good episode. Come on. You gotta give it to them. I know they like to put the previews online for some reason. I don't know why they don't just tack it at the end of this. Kevin Feige, credits. Well, they really got to put the previews on this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's take this timer off. Woo! Well, that was a hoot and a half, let me tell you. I don't even know what to say. We knew Kingpin was going to have to be coming at some point. I was hoping a little bit more than just a kind of a blurry picture sent on a cell phone and actually like maybe an entrance. But Vincent D'Onofrio's back, baby. We already kind of thought that with Charlie Cox coming in and being confirmed as Daredevil. Now we're getting Vincent D'Onofrio playing Kingpin again. It's all coming together. As what's his name on A-Team? The main guy, I can't remember what his name is. When he says, I love it when a plan comes together, that's basically how I feel with whenever they start putting these pieces together for building out the Marvel Cinematic Universe even further with characters that we've wanted for so long, especially ones like Kingpin, Daredevil, eventually like the X-Men, Fantastic Four. That's when it's going to like come together, and I cannot wait for it. Super excited. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about the episode. Sal says that was the best one by far. I don't know. Like, that third episode really had me with that action scene. I think I'll put it, if I were to rate it out of 10, as I've been doing, the first, I have my notes up. So, Murdock, yes. Hopefully we'll get Matt Murdock, which is confirmed to be coming. I think they said he's in Spider-Man No Way Home. Kevin Feige already confirmed that Charlie Cox is coming back as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in the MCU, so that's super exciting. But if I were to rate this out of 10, I gave the first episode and second episode 7s from my memory. The third one an 8.5 and the fourth one an 8. I'm going to have to match the third episode. I think this is an 8.5. It set up things very well for the finale. It gave so much information. It had a really cool fight between Echo and Hawkeye, or Ronin in this case. It moved the story forward in a very nice way. And I think that was probably what's the best part about this episode is that it moved things forward positively. It didn't do it in such like a heavy-handed way, like, oh, let's have a full flashback episode, which I was really hoping this wasn't going to be, and thankfully it wasn't. It wasn't necessarily like a full-on action episode. It wasn't a full-on talking episode, like dialogue heavy, although it did have plenty. It still had that action scene. Actually, I think it had a couple. Was there another one? There was like that first scene. Oh, let's not forget about the snap of Yelena Belova, and then coming back 5 years later. That was amazing. It's got to be an 8.5. It's got to match episode number 3 for me. Episode number 3 had that amazing Pym arrow though, and like chase scene. It's really hard to say which one is better, so I have to both give them an 8.5. I don't want to give them a 9 because I feel like 9, I'm kind of coveting 9 and above for whatever's going to be happening in this finale, especially since we're going to be getting Kingpin. We're going to be getting, hopefully Echo's going to find out more about that. So many exciting things, which you can find out the comic history of Echo, Kate Bishop, all of that right here on the Nerdgenic channel with the history of series that I do every single week, which is upcoming this Saturday. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Send me a DM, whatever, of characters you do want to see on that series. But I already have Echo, I already have Kate Bishop up if you want to go check those out on the channel. So go ahead and check that out. But man, let's talk about, now that we've rated it, let me leave a note for myself as to what I rated the episode, so we have it. All right, 8.5, it's in the books. So coming up, we knew the mom was dirty. I called that like from a while ago, that the mom was dirty. The lady just she exudes evil. Like, she's always in these movies about like fighting evil, but like you knew she was going to be evil in this series. Hi V, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Sorry you missed the watch party of the majority of the episode, but you can always go back and watch the replay. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I liked it. It was really good. I can't wait to see what's going on next week. Now, next week, let's talk about that. Obviously, we're going to have more of a showdown. We're going to have Echo confronting Kingpin. Fingers crossed that that's going to happen. We're going to have, now that Kate and Hawkeye are basically teaming up again, I'm going to guess that Yelena is going to team up with them in turn, possibly. But it's going to have a confrontation between Clint and Yelena, which I think is kind of long overdue in a lot of ways, because he's the only one that knows what happened to Natasha. And will do, thank you. He's the only one that knows what happened to Natasha on Vormir. Vormir or Bormir? I think it was Vormir. I think Bormir's a character from Lord of the Rings. What happened on Vormir to get the Soul Stone in order for them to defeat Thanos. So he's the only person that knows that, yet she's taking Val's word, who we found out at the end post-credit scene of Black Widow. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. So we're definitely going to confirm. I don't know anything about this. Marvel didn't consult me. We're going to predict that Yelena and Clint are going to have a confrontation, that Echo and Kingpin might have a confrontation. Kate's got to find out whatever dirty business her mom is up to, or at least so much so that it's going to foreshadow maybe a second season, which I think they have to, right? I mean, this has got to be, I'm going to say it, this is my favorite of the Marvel series so far. It's been building very well. We got that nice little Easter egg for Spider-Man No Way Home, like smack dab in the middle. Oh, I'm making an argument for myself to push this to beyond an 8.5, guys. Should I do it? Should I go beyond 8.5? Should I go beyond? Should I go plus ultra? I'm going to stick with 8.5 for now. Should I go beyond it? I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go beyond 8.5. I'm gonna go 8.75 because I feel like the setting up of the finale. I feel like the Easter eggs in this one were just top shelf. Some of the comedy was top shelf. I'm going 8.75. Not quite going 9. I'm staying with 8.75. Give it that extra little bump to make it the best of the series so far. So plus ultra says Sal. Okay, we went kind of plus ultra. We went beyond the 8.5, so it was kind of plus ultra, not fully to a 9, but go. We'll go 8.75 because I feel like it. You're kind of convincing me to go 9. No, stop it. We're going 8.75. We'll leave it at 8.75, and that's where we'll leave that. But next week is going to be great. I already can't wait for next week. Like, that's what's so frustrating about these episodes and enjoying this series so much, with whether it's the world building, the comedy, the action, the more grounded storyline, kind of like what Daredevil did, obviously not as dark, but what Netflix's Daredevil did, kind of keeping it a lot more grounded. This is the stuff that Marvel should have been doing to go up to Infinity War. Now they kind of have to backtrack and rebuild some of these characters, but I feel like Infinity War and Endgame should have been like even further out, but then again, that's a long timeline. But if they did some of this stuff back then, I feel like it would have made Marvel even better, if that makes sense. I love this series. I honestly expected it to not be anything that great, but it has quickly become my favorite. Better than my previous favorite was Falcon and Winter Soldier, I believe. WandaVision was a close second, but this one I'm just enjoying throughout. It's just good every single week. I haven't really had too much of a downer episode. The only downer episodes were the first two, where it was sort of getting you into gear. But I could make a case that episodes 1 and 2 could be a little bit Detroit Punch it to a 9. I love it. Sal, you're pushing me there. Stop it. But I think that it is an amazing episode, a great series. Can't wait for next week, says Nerd Affiliate. Neither can I, honestly. I hope you guys can join me. It's going to be the same exact time, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, on the Nerdgenic channel. Make sure to follow us on Facebook so you know when those announcements are coming. I mean, it's going to happen every week regardless, but so you know that it's going to be happening and you can set a reminder. Make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. That way you don't miss out anywhere. And also like on Facebook, because we make announcements there. And you can also find out whenever there's any sort of like trending news, new blog articles, stuff like that over on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, if you follow us across those platforms. Can't wait for next week, honestly. This has been such an amazing show. I'm having so much fun, and I can't wait. And then after this is over, we can look forward to the Book of Boba Fett, which I'm not the biggest Star Wars person, but if this is going to be my high, at least we're going out at the end of the year on a high. There's that. But I'm in love. I'm in love with this series, the characters, the actors, everything. But I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. But like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell notifications so you don't miss on any future videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team. Russell has new videos and upcoming, making new Halo content, so you can look forward to that. Ash is working on anime content. I've been doing various videos, which you can check out right here, like my Fantastic Beasts trailer reaction or my Fantastic Beasts Biggest Questions videos. Both of those are available on the channel. You can click them on screen. Obviously, this is live, but when when this is posted, I'll make sure to add that stuff so you guys can click it and watch it if you're watching it on replay. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed this live stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you next week for the finale right here. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.